in today's podcast, we have with us Somnath Jena. He has been my batchmate from IIT Kharagpur. And yeah, let's just get started. So, hi Somnath. How are you doing and where are you tuning in from?
Yeah, hi AGP. I'm fine. I hope you are doing great. I'm joining from Keonjhar, Odisha, my hometown.
Nice, nice, nice. So, you went back after the convo to your
Yeah, yeah,
hometown.
yeah.
Nice,
I
nice.
took some leaves. Yeah,
Yeah, that is it. So yeah, we for those of you who don't know, we had our convocation recently. We both are IIT Kharagpur graduates. And before we get started, let me just give a brief introduction of Somnath. So Somnath is currently working at DShaw at Hyderabad, and he was the institute rank one of IIT Kharagpur. And during our convocation, he got the Prime Minister's Gold Medal. And this year we had President of India as our chief guest, and he got awarded directly from her. So yeah, Somnath, I just want to hear from you. How was your experience getting the gold medal from the president herself? And your parents also were in the room, I believe. So how did they react?
yeah,
And yeah, tell us about it. Tell us all about it.
yeah. The experience was actually quite unique. Like I was surely happy. My parents were also happy. Like my both my parents were present in the auditorium, and luckily they were like the gold medalist parents, so only they were allowed to as parents to attend the convocation inside the auditorium and see the live awarding ceremony. And it was very unique experience. And actually I was quite like baffled with the security protocol. Like it was very strict that we had to follow. I
Yeah,
saw like
like
there
tell
were,
us about it. Even I was thinking like I
yeah,
like before the convo, I think you had to have some pink slip in or something like security pass. I think I was
yeah,
late
yeah,
for getting it. Something happened. Yeah, tell us
yeah.
about the security protocols and all.
So it was like, so as you know, the Nehru Netaji Auditorium,
Hmm.
it has only a fixed number of seats, and our convocation was going to be held there. So the officials, they were issuing security passes for only the medalists, the guests, and the academic excellence, like those people, and parents of the gold medalists, and some first come first service serve basis for students.
Hmm.
So that was one thing. Like even before the convocation, we had a photo shoot with the president. So there I
Oh,
saw like it
I didn't know
was,
that.
yeah, yeah. So it was like there were 30 to 40 cars just in the president's convoy,
Oh,
and one couldn't identify which one was her car.
huh.
And when she arrived like in front of the main building, so
Hmm.
there was a small staircase, red color staircase, that was put in front of her door, and she like walked down
She,
that.
hmm.
Yes. And she like she appeared humble, but we were not allowed to speak to her.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. And her, like I don't know if it was her bodyguard or someone from here, like from KGP, but he instructed that while receiving the award, you are not allowed to touch the feet of president, and like you just receive the award and like go away as soon as possible.
Damn.
So yeah, that's the thing. Like one thing I would have liked, that like she was Odia, if I could have talked to her in Odia, then
Oh,
that could have been
they did. They didn't allow you to talk also.
no, they like I could have talked, but like it was like so fast, so couldn't
Hmm.
get a chance. Yeah, she
Hmm.
just said
And she
congrats,
just
and
gave the medals for only the gold medals, right? Even the like department
yeah,
rank ones didn't get. So that
no,
was
no, yeah, she was there only for like 40 minutes. Yes,
damn. That was
yeah,
interesting. And
yeah.
like yeah, during the like while getting the award, like was there any protocol you had to follow, or you just had to go on stage and get it? You were not allowed any phones, nothing, right? You couldn't take your photos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So in the security check, like all the phones, even the analog watches, they were all seized, and room keys, they were seized. So we had nothing, and so uh, during the award ceremony, it was like they just said us to straight up walk to the president and bow in front of her, and then receive the award and take a photo and then walk the other way. Yeah.
For okay, so since you were the institute rank one, and yeah, for the audience, I just want to tell you, if you listen to his CGPA, you'll just feel like jumping out of the building. But nevertheless, I'll tell you, it's around 9.84, I believe, right, Somnath?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, coming to this CGPA, like just tell us like how you achieved this and was this your goal from the beginning? And in terms of academics, like what was your aim and how did you work through it?
Yeah. So it was not exactly the aim to get higher one. It just happened. So first year, like when I joined the college, I was in electronics and electrical communication. So I did a DEPSI to computer science and engineering after the first year.
So
So in the
just
first year,
for those who don't know what is DEPSI, so department change in IIT Kharagpur is like if you are from a different department and you want to change to, let's say, for electronics or EC, like CS, so you'll get a chance to do that based on your first year's performance, and it's really competitive. For at least computer science, it's cutthroat. So I think because of that, you had to work a little more harder, right, in the first year.
yeah. So so in the first year, like I used to study really hard, and like I wanted the DEPSI. So I used to go to library to study, and it was not like I would study just before the exams. I usually used to solve the tutorials after the classes, even after the tutorial classes, for especially for maths and all. So yeah, the first year was really hard work.
Hmm.
uh,
But did that continue
and
throughout the other 4 years,
uh,
or was it little more?
no, like in second year, I didn't intend to do the hard work, but like the course was itself difficult. I remember the third sem, like we had like I think around 10 courses, which included the algorithms course. So that was the toughest semester in my college life. And yeah, but towards the end of the second year, I think Corona came. So the next 2 years were like just sitting from home attending online classes. We'll all know that experience.
We all have been there, yeah.
Yeah. So I would say the amount of study decreased after the first year. Nonetheless, like I used to listen to all the like lectures that the professors gave, and in the final year also it was just like attending the. I would attend every class, make notes, and just study them one day before the exam. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, that is the strategy you followed in the
Yeah.
last years.
Yes.
That's nice. Yeah, coming to like, do you have any other strategies which you used for studying? Do you have some unique strategies? Like, I know like many toppers have some unique go-to strategies.
Yeah, unique, like as in I am not able to study by sitting constantly for a long time. I cannot do that. So usually what I do is that I would study some part of the chapter or whatever I'm studying, and then I would just go in the corridor, in our wing corridor, and just bowl a tennis ball, like simple fast bowling, just to refresh my mind. I love cricket very much, but unfortunately I couldn't play that. But yeah, it's just my hobby to watch cricket, just play. Like I'm not a good player, just I play. And yeah, other strategies include, like in first year before the exams, our hallmates, we used to go to the library and like try to complete the portion together. I had a friend Abhinav Japes, with whom I used to go to the library. And during Corona times, actually, we had this group of 8 CS people who I had made friends with. They were very close friends. They are close friends. So 8 guys, we used to study online. Just the day before the exam, like someone would post how to solve this question, someone would give the answer, then I used to say that, and okay, sometimes I used to post that question. And yeah, so in the group, basically we studied one day before the exam. That was one thing. Even towards the last year, uh, uh, we would have such like online discussions. So I think group study helps. uh, yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's interesting. So, yeah, some of the unique study strategies which we heard, and the group study part that is definitely there. Especially in COVID, we understood the importance of group study. Otherwise, you'll just be
Yeah,
bored, right?
yeah, in the final like in the final year, I think my hall people, they used to gather in my room. Like at a time in my room there would be around 6 people, those who had taken the same courses as electives, and we
Hmm.
would study together. Like I used to, since I had the notes, I would tell them, see, this is that thing, this is this thing. And yeah, that was quite fun.
Nice, nice. And I also heard there was a, funny story between you and your friend. You both had the same CGPA until.
Yeah, that was indeed fun part actually. So this friend is Debojyoti Dasgupta. He's also from computer science and engineering. Uh, and till ninth semester, he and I, we had exactly the same CGPA. I don't remember it exactly the same CGPA, and like we among our friends group, like they discussed who is going to be IR1, who is going to be IR1. Unfortunately, he uh, scored less in something, and yeah,
Then you beat
but
him in
I
the race.
yeah, yeah, but still he's a very good friend. He even took the security pass to attend the president's program.
Yeah, so besides academics, like what all hobbies you had in IIT Kharagpur, and like what all involvements were you there?
Yeah, so like even even before joining KGP, like I had learnt tabla like for 6 to 7 years. So I tried to keep that hobby in the college as well. But I couldn't really keep up with that while handling the academics. Apart from that, I was part of the IIT Kharagpur quiz club for the first 2 years. Yeah, and then the corona came, so couldn't really.
Okay, nice. So you like a lot of quizzing and all that.
Yeah, yeah, I
Is
like
there an
quiz.
inter-IT quiz competition or no? Like inter-IT tech,
Yeah, yeah,
is it there?
yeah. No, that is not part of tech. That is part of culture.
Cult.
Yeah,
Oh, it's part of
cultural.
cult. So did you take part in
Yeah.
that or something?
No, no, I wasn't selected. There is a lot of competition in the quiz club itself.
Oh, damn. That's great. So yeah, this is for the audience. So if any two KGPNs who are from IIT Kharagpur, if they meet, then can you guess what is the first question they would ask? Okay. If you don't know, it's actually like which hall are you from? So halls are like hostels in IITs, and like there's a lot of strong cultural bonding in the halls. So usually like that is the first question. And if you're from rival halls, then it's like game over. Like you'll be instant enemies. So even if you don't know the person's name, the first thing you just ask is hall. And if you're from rival halls, then you usually end up in battle. But if you're from the same hall, you can bond over that. And yeah, coming from that, like what was your hall bonding and how was it? And like, did you find any interesting stories you want to share with us?
Yeah, so like uh, my hall was Azad Hall. I was allotted in it since the first year. So my whole life, college life was spent in Azad Hall, and yeah, I managed to create some really good friendships, and mostly they were of the wing, of the same wing. And yeah, in hall we, like in first year I used to focus more on study, but then gradually I started enjoying, like having some fun. Like we used to play FIFA in the wing. So there was this friend Pujan. I would just come to his room uh, during that semester, like in fourth year, towards the end when we were called to the campus. So I would
Hmm.
just go to his room, and there were many friends like Pujan, Parth, and all. We would play FIFA. Yeah, and yeah, and we also went on some trips, the wing boys. I went on two trips actually in towards the end of fourth year with my wing boys, and also towards the final year with wing boys and some other friends from department.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
That was nice. And yeah, one thing I would like to ask is like if there is one particular interesting story from IIT Kharagpur which is memorable, like what would that be?
One like there is this one incident. I cannot describe that fully, but I can say that so I was part of this inter IIT tech. There is this ISRO uh, contest, and or the problem statement is given by ISRO. So I and there were some other friends. So this was the night of the submission of the problem statement. Like we need to submit our solution. So we hit the submit button at 11:59 p.m. And so the submission was also kind of very confusing. So like do this quickly, and yeah. And after that, like we friends, we went on to. Uh, we went to celebrate, like have a sort of party behind the Nehru Museum. Yeah, and and we were just enjoying, and then I think police or security members, they came, one car came, and they like that was really like a frightening situation. I didn't know what would happen then. Yeah, but like I was fortunately hiding somewhere during that situation. They took some of our friends. Yeah, they just dropped in them in their halls and told us not to do this again. Yeah, so nothing big happened.
Okay, we can fill in the rest. Like the based on what you described, we can fill in the blanks which you left.
Yeah.
to Yeah, that is great. So, yeah, so once you came back to campus, like you told that you were a little more sociable and all that. So, how was your life after COVID, at IIT Kharagpur, and before that and during COVID? Like, what were the changes you felt?
Yeah, so actually the I would say COVID was a very difficult phase. So what happened is that I think, if I remember correctly, on March 21st, 2020, Modi ji announced the complete lockdown. So I had gone to my uncle's place in Jamshedpur on March 19th, and I had planned like to stay there for 1 week and then go back to my hometown in Keonjhar, Odisha. But the lockdown happened on 21st, and so I had to stay in my uncle's house for the next 3 months, I think, till there was some restrictions were lifted. And yeah, but they were family, so it was not a very big problem, but still, like to stay away from hometown, knowing in such uncertain situations, it was difficult. During COVID, like the initial semester was really difficult. I honestly didn't know what to do, like whether to attend the classes. Like even while I would like stare at the computer screen to attend some classes, I would fall asleep. So that happens. And so that was really difficult. But yeah, like I said, we had this group of 8 friends from CS. Devjyoti was also part of it. So we went through that phase somehow. In the final year, like we would say, like we would completely enjoy the college life. So we would usually go on 2.2 uh, with CS, with my dev friends or with my hall mates. Would go for 2.2. If nobody came, if everyone was busy, I would usually go on cycling on my own. I love to cycle a lot, so I would cycle the whole campus, not just the 2.2. Yeah, I really enjoyed that phase.
So you explored all the parts of the campus.
Yeah, I have gone to the professor's quarters, and I have gone to old Archi. I've gone to other departments as well. Yeah.
Okay, any interesting stories when you went to Old Archi?
Yeah,
So
like
for those who are unaware, like Old Archi is like a haunted place. It was just I think it's a rumor or something, right? Like some
yeah, yeah.
badge just disappeared, like the architecture
Hmm.
badge. and I don't know, their souls are all there. It's that's a
Yeah,
rumor, but yeah, did you
yeah.
when you went there, like, was it? Did you feel like it's a haunted place, or how was
Yeah,
your
not
experience?
exactly like uh, it wasn't haunted. I would just like uh, yeah, there is this one street light inside the old arcade which like keeps on lighting on and off. That creates that airiness. But I went inside till the point when there was no guard. But once I saw the guard, I ran away. So there was nothing much there. Like yeah, but it that atmosphere, like the entrance to the old arcade is really dark, and inside that the on and off lights that creates that uh, creepiness.
Okay, okay, that's there. Yeah, that's about the college life and all. So now that you have graduated officially, we have got the our degree certificates and we are out of our college life. So how is your life currently at T-Shaw and how at Hyderabad, and how are you liking it, and how is work going on?
Yeah, so the work here is good. Like, I'm actually, so this is, if people don't know, DSO is a hedge fund. It is, if I put in simple words, like a mutual fund for very rich people. So, but my work is in software development, and yeah, so uh, I would usually go to the office at around 10 o'clock, and I have my breakfast, lunch, and the evening snacks slash dinner in the office itself. So we have a lot of amenities in the office to play as well, play badminton, net cricket, etc. And yeah, like I had said earlier, like I cannot sit constantly in a place. So yeah, so I work, and then I would work for some minutes, and then I would go play, and then come back and again do the work. Yeah, and that's it. That's the office life. Yeah.
That's interesting. So I was almost going to visit the T-Shaw building. I think you have it's only one place in India in Hyderabad,
No, no,
or
like
you have another
it's
office
been
in
a
Bangalore.
year. Yeah, yeah, it's been a year. The two new offices, one is in Bangalore and another one is Gurgaon. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
In fact,
totally you have three
yeah,
offices. But I think I've heard that the Hyderabad office is the best or something. Is that so?
yeah. Hyderabad office is since more than 20 years. Yeah, that it's the
You just
biggest.
get like free food and you have like gym and all those facilities, right?
Yeah, yeah. We have
Have
gym.
you
Yeah,
been to the gym? And
yeah, yeah. I have been to the gym like since now I am at home, but before that, for 2 months I was going to the gym. Like I mostly like to run on the treadmill, and yeah.
okay. So how is the work-life balance in T-Shaw, and like what do you usually do in the weekends?
Like I said, we can play, we can work anytime. There is no such time limit when I need to go to the work, when I need to come back. And yeah, and if there is a holiday, it's strict no work policy. We need not do any work. And yeah, on weekends I would usually like, mostly I stay at home, but sometimes I plan with my friends to go somewhere, watch a movie, or like once we went, me and some new joinees from Disha, from KGP and BHU, we went on a trek. There is a place Anantgiri, if you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, yeah, that's the weekend. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's great. So yeah, finally, like you got into D-Shaw, right? So how did you get into D-Shaw through the CDC process, or like how did you get in? And like, can you just tell us the process? And if somebody wants to go into D-Shaw, then what steps should they follow?
Yeah, yeah. So so I got a pre-placement offer in DISA. So I did my internship in DISA. So I can talk about the internship selection process. So it was like standard procedure in KGP. Like DISA had a test. I think it was on Hacker Rank. We had these three questions. Uh, I don't remember exactly. I think one was DP. I don't remember exactly. So I was able to solve all the three questions just in time, like uh, before the time ran out. I think some of my friends had solved, like those who got selected, they had solved two two questions and partially the third one. So yeah, then we were selected for the interview. In interview, like it is well known, like most of the people who ask me, I tell this, that DSO asks mostly about oops, algo. They would ask the algo, like any company would ask algo, but they would ask oops, and operating systems, networks, DBMS, mostly. Yeah. So so if you have a grasp on these concepts, then it would be a little bit easier to get through the interview. So even if you don't prepare for OS or networks, I think DBMS must be in your arsenal. And yeah, so I think there were two rounds of interviews. So in both rounds were mixed. I think in first round they asked me some linked list question and some oops, principles in C++. And in second round, the questions were some SQL queries and concepts in OS, like virtual memory, and in networks, I think difference between TCP and UDP. Yeah. So if these concepts are like required to get into um, DSHA.
That's for the internship, right? So once
Yeah.
you did the internship, like how many people did they take, and what is the conversion percentage, and what do they
Yeah,
look
the
for
conversion.
like during the internship?
Yeah, the conversion percentage was good for KGP. I think eight people were there in internship, seven got the PPO,
Hmm.
and uh, and the there the work during internship was a little difficult because obviously you do not know, you are working for the first time in corporate. You do not know what to do. So at that time, so the internship, the selection, like the PPO process, is a little bit intense. Like they would ask for, I don't know how it happens now, but during our time, like there was a presentation. We had to present our work, and
Hmm.
yeah, we had to also, I had a midway evaluation by my manager as well. And yeah.
Okay, that's great. So yeah, I think that brings us to the end of the podcast. Thanks a lot for joining. And yeah, do you have any final words of advice for those who are currently in KGP campus or otherwise? Do you have any final words of advice?
Yeah, like just one thing I would like to say, that whatever it is you are doing, you need to work hard in that. So it's not like success will come to you simply. I'm not saying that I'm successful, but still, if you are good at something, you identify that and you need to work hard on that. Yes.
That's the final word of advice from Somnath.
Yeah.
With that, we end the podcast.